Before we begin, I would like you to join me in a moment of silence for those who couldn't be with us today, those who lost their lives to COVID-19, to violence, and most recently, two friends of our graduates, Thomas and Matt of Litchfield High School. On behalf of the W.L. Gilbert Trust, the W.L. Gilbert School Corporation, Dr. Serio, the administrative team, faculty, staff, and graduates, I want to welcome you to the 125th Gilbert School Commencement Ceremony, but the very first commencement ceremony in a drive-in theater. Yay. We want to thank Donna McGrain for graciously donating this wonderful facility for our commencement ceremony this evening. To Scott Minnerly, Steve Hodges, and our students for their technical support and expertise. In order for us to have this ceremony at this time, we have agreed to follow all guidelines approved by the Department of Health for the safety of everyone here this evening. Everyone but our graduates must remain in the car. If you need to use the facilities, please wear a mask and gloves and practice social distancing. Our graduates will be called one name at a time. Each graduate will come to the stage, receive his or her diploma, pose for a picture, and exit to the car. Mrs. McDougall and Mrs. Hurley will let you know when you should get in line, which will be over on this side. Graduates must wear masks until you reach the stage. Then you may remove your mask, receive your diploma, which will be on this table, have your picture taken, and then put your mask back on before going to your car. Our graduates will be representing their families by standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and while they're singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Once the ceremony is over, we ask that you exit the drive-in in an orderly manner. No congregating is allowed at the drive-in. We are filming this ceremony, and a video will be sent to the graduates and posted to our YouTube channel, Facebook, and our website. The class of 2020 is the 7th graduation class to introduce sustainable caps and gowns called Greenweaver. Our cap and gown supplier pioneered the movement of zero-waste commencements in 2009. And the Gilbert School, along with many other high schools and universities, are taking place. All the graduation gowns you see here this evening are made of 100% recycled plastic bottles. It takes an average of 23 plastic bottles to make each gown. The class of 2020 is proud to announce that this evening they have diverted 1,771 plastic bottles from landfills. At this time, I would like to call our class presidents, Kyle Matthews and Lydia Bird, and who will be saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and Annalie Marvin will be singing the Star-Spangled Banner.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May all the graduates please stand. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, it is my honor to welcome to the stage Mary Ellen Marino, our Salutatorian.
Administration, faculty and staff, trustees, members of the board, distinguished guests, fellow classmates, family and friends, I am Mary Ellen Marino, the class of 2020 Salutatorian. Picture this. You're 18 years old in the fall of your senior year at the Gilbert School. Instead of walking the halls with your classmates, you are boarding a battleship as a member of the United States Navy, and you're heading to the South Pacific. It's 1943. Away from your family, away from your friends, on your own because you believe in a higher cause. This is the story of my grandfather, Conceto Marino, a World War II veteran who is amongst us today, graciously receiving his high school diploma from the Gilbert School 76 years later. I couldn't be more proud. My grandfather is a reminder that we must remember our past and learn from it. He sacrificed his senior year in high school to help make the world a better place. Walking the halls of the Gilbert School in the fall of 2019, we were excited to finally be the upperclassmen we envied as freshmen. On March 12, 2020, a day like any other, little did we know that we walked those halls as seniors for the very last time. Days before the official announcement, rumors were rampant, and many of us awaited the inevitable closing of schools with relief and ease. We had been working hard for months. Even with April break nearing, a couple of extra weeks off could not come soon enough. The day before that ominous Friday, the 13th of March, we learned school would be temporarily closed for a couple of weeks, not fully understanding why. At first, we were excited. But after a few more weeks of staying home, the excitement started to wane, and we gradually learned that this was going to be different than any other year. Events we planned were slowly slipping away. Each day was filled with more uncertainty. We learned new phrases such as social distancing, virtual meetings, self-quarantine, and novel coronavirus. The lesson many of us have learned: be careful what you wish for because it might come true. Our lives would be forever altered. Even in these unprecedented times, as the world paused, we were given an opportunity to reflect and put things in perspective. I learned that we don't have it so bad. We were not away from our families in some foreign land risking our lives. In between episodes on Netflix or games on Xbox, we were having virtual meetings on our Chromebooks and keeping up with our studies from the comfort of our homes. Remarkable people, our teachers and administrators, stepped up and created distance learning so we could finish our high school careers during a global pandemic. We are very lucky. The year 2020 will be remembered in history, and we will forever be known as the class that survived the quarantine. Our present will soon be the past. We must learn from this experience and use it to make the world a better place, like our ancestors did before us. When I first came to Gilbert, I only knew a handful of people. I was nervous and fearful of the unknown. Fortunately, within a few short hours, I met many kind people, students and teachers, and soon made new friends. I've witnessed teachers, administrators, and staff providing support to students, whether academically, socially, or emotionally, with sincerity and empathy. The people we have at Gilbert are what makes it such a wonderful environment. As a class, we have grown so much. We came in as freshmen, young and hopeful. We made new friends. We participated in our first Spirit Week, where we built a wall and played tug of war. We went on a field trip to Lake Compounce. As our high school career progressed, we attended football, basketball, or baseball games. We went to plays and band concerts. We attended homecoming and junior prom. We participated in field day and rocked every Spirit Week to its fullest, winning the wall for both our junior and senior years. As a class, we have character, competitiveness, and spirit. But we must remember who helped us develop. Our administration and faculty helped make us better than we thought we could be. They guided us and listed us when we needed it. They put all of these events together and always show their Gilbert colors, competing in every competition with heart. A building and an education makes a school. The people we have at Gilbert make a family. Thank you, administration, faculty, and staff for continuing to go above and beyond in everything that you do. Also, thank you to our parents and families that have been alongside us throughout our education and time in high school. We could not have gotten to this point without your constant support. We will cherish the memories we made in our time at Gilbert for the rest of our lives. Look back at and learn from the past with gratitude. Don't be afraid to live your life to the fullest. Embrace your future. Picture yourself being the best version of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Ellen. At this time, I'd like to call Mr. Stephen Sedlak, the president of the W.L. Gilbert School Corporation.
Thank you, Mrs. Soika. It's my privilege to be making these remarks on behalf of Consuelo Marino, honorary graduate who was a member of the Gilbert School class of 1944. Mr. Marino was not able to receive his diploma with his senior class because he was inducted into the Navy and served his country during World War II with distinction as a gunner on 3 warships, the USS Cahokia, Ashland, and Dover, before he was honorably discharged on April 23, 1946. Despite not finishing his formal degree, his life successes over the next 70-plus years have been clearly evident. He married Dorothy Varley from Sheffield, England in 1952 and started a restaurant business called Consuelo and Jerry's shortly before the flood of 1955. He raised 6 children, all who attended the Gilbert School. He realizes the joy of his 5 grandchildren, one of whom is here with him tonight, his eldest grandchild, Mary Ellen Marino, class of 2020, Salutatorian. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Consuelo Marino from the class of 1944, and our distinguished class of 2020 honorary graduate. Congratulations. Tell your grandpa congratulations.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to ask Sydney Kolaski, the Gilbert School's valedictorian for the class of 2020, to come to the stage.
Good evening, administration, faculty and staff, trustees, members of the board, distinguished guests, fellow classmates, family and friends. I am Sydney Kolaski, the class of 2020 valedictorian. Dear class of 2020, graduation is the goal we have all strived towards. It makes all of the late nights, procrastination, and tears that we've endured these past 4 years worth the while. Over the years, we've seen the joys that the end of senior year brings: prom, award ceremonies, and finally crossing the stage. We've applauded these seniors like heroes returning from a long journey, ready to celebrate their accomplishments. Little did we know, spring semester of our senior year, our own hero's journey was just beginning. When the rumors first broke during that unforgettable second week of March about school possibly shutting down, we all answered the call to an adventure frankly none of us wanted to accept. Our senior year was more than likely going to be cut short. It never crossed any of our minds that this was how our high school career would end. None of us thought that our last day in high school would be a random Thursday in March, crossing us over a threshold that would ultimately change our lives forever. None of us considered that we would be hurled into an abyss of social distancing, quarantine, and online learning for the rest of the school year. This one Thursday in March stole our end of the year goodbyes and rattled our world to the core. We were left with questions like, why us? Why this year? Why our class? There may not be a right answer to any of these questions, but history indeed has once again chosen. We were ushered into this world in the wake of 9/11. We grew up in a school shooting culture, and here we are, graduating in a global pandemic. Over the years, modern society has called our generation snowflakes, degrading our values and our worthiness as people, deeming us privileged children who believe we're entitled to everything. This journey has counteracted these assertions. Yes, we are privileged in the way that we are able to continue our education, thanks to the unwavering support of the faculty and staff who work tirelessly to provide us with material and lessons on a daily basis. Our own determination throughout this whole situation has demonstrated our grit, or our resolve and strength of character, a quality often overlooked. We've stood in solidarity, supporting one another through the unknown, and making it clear to the world that even though we are socially distanced, we don't have to be socially distant from one another. We have drawn on our inner strength in these harrowing times, pulling ourselves and each other out of the darkness we've been surrounded in. Much like the heroes of the classics, we have ventured into the unknown and returned victorious. It's not so much of what we have learned, but what has awoken inside of us. Resilience, strength, compassion, determination, sheer willpower. When the world pushes us down, we stand right back up. When reality is dark, we find the light. When all hope is lost, we are the ones who find the hope and bring it back. Dear class of 2020, endings aren't always perfect. We will always face challenges and make mistakes because nothing will be easy. But I implore you to take the lessons you've learned today and apply them to tomorrow. Look at yourself and see who you've become and make the world a better place using what you've learned from this journey thus far. We are the class who will be remembered for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney. Dr. Serio, Mr. Sedlak, Mr. Seebeck, my fellow administrators, parents, family members, faculty, and staff, and of course, you, our graduates. It is my honor and privilege to share some of my thoughts with you today, and there is a theme here. March 12th has always been a day I remember because it's my daughter's birthday. It is now a day none of us will ever forget. It was the last day we had a normal school day for the 2019-20 school year. Since that day in March, we have experienced fear, confusion, frustration, grief, anxiety, and loss due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Families have had to make adjustments to their daily lives that they could never have imagined. Parents, grandparents, and siblings became co-teachers, setting up makeshift classrooms within their homes while continuing to work, some at home and some on the front lines, putting their own lives in danger. Teachers juggled planning lessons for their students while parenting their own children. Students picked up more hours at work, caught up on some much-needed sleep, improved their TikTok skills, all while attending Google Meets, becoming experts on Google Classroom, and trying to stay motivated, engaged, and learning from a distance. Not an easy task for a social and competitive class like the class of 2020. Although these uncertain times have brought challenges for everyone, they have also brought us gifts. Most graduation speeches talk about slowing down, taking the time to get to know the people around you, and trying not to work so hard. As a result of COVID-19 pandemic, we've had the opportunity to take a pause, a deep breath, and to reflect upon what is really important in our lives. It has allowed many of us to spend more time with our spouses, children, and siblings in the past few months than we have in years. I believe you, the class of 2020, is the chosen class to begin the change our world needs. The change to focus on appreciation, gratitude, support, and collaboration. You are the class that began a movement that showed a heightened appreciation for teachers, healthcare professionals, and all essential workers who risk their lives every day so we can stay safe and healthy. Notice how many thank you signs adorn lawns and roads. You are the only class to have a parade in your honor, have faculty and staff deliver signs for your lawn, deliver your caps and gowns, and miss you more than you can ever imagine. You have shown gratitude for good health, both physical and mental, and social distanced yourself from older family members for their safety, because especially your grandparents. You are learning that this country and the world needs to support one another, to collaborate and advocate peacefully for social justice. So although this pandemic has taken many things from you, it has also given you the opportunity to highlight family, friends, health, and your community, your school community, Winstead, and beyond. So as you continue on your journey to change the world, and you will, do so by acknowledging, respecting, and celebrating our differences. Take the opportunity to find out more what you have in common with someone instead of focusing on what separates you. Find your voice and learn to use it. Speak, express, and let yourself be heard, but also take the time to listen and hear what other people are saying. Try to understand another person's point of view, especially when it's different from yours. Always be kind and try to live with an open heart and an open mind. You will forever be that graduating class, the class that missed events such as prom, scholarship night, spring sports, and award nights, to name a few, and ultimately not having graduation at the Gilbert School auditorium, but in a drive-in. Soon, you will begin to have conversations and hear yourself say, like, oh yeah, those things happened before COVID-19. And no, that was pre-pandemic times. And I remember when teachers and students were in the same room, and we used to fill the gym with as many people as we could to watch a basketball game, and we didn't even have to wear a mask. So take the lessons that you learned during your time at Gilbert, not just in the past few months, but your school career, and let them guide you, inspire you, and remind you that you are Gilbert strong. I know what I'll be saying when those around me start to complain, and they always do, or say things like, this is way too hard, or we can't do that. I will say, well, let me tell you about the Gilbert Schools class of 2020. They were a class that was resilient, tenacious, creative, talented, and resourceful. A class that began the change in our world, and they could handle anything that was thrown their way, even a pandemic. Congratulations, class of 2020. I will miss you, and I am so proud of you. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Anthony Serio, Superintendent, Head of Schools.
Thank you, Mr. Soika. As you know, if you've been to any of our ceremonies, you seniors, this is an opportunity for you now. If you don't mind rising from your chairs, come on, stand up, stand up. We might have non-traditional kind of graduation, but this is something I always ask you to do. Please turn, face the cars that have your family, and give them a big hand. Give them a big hand, come on. They got you here. They got you here. Look at the faculty. Look at the faculty. Know that they helped you get here. Look at the administration. They helped you get here. Sandy O'Connor, Mrs. Gilbert, all the people we see there under the tent, Mr. Stephen Sedlak, they got you here, and they deserve your applause. Thank you for doing that. Please sit down. It's okay. Every year I do that because I do feel we have to honor the people who did get us here. Sometimes we forget, but I want you to remember when you go far from home, whether you're going in the service or off to school, a technical school, make sure you pick up the phone. Make sure you pick up the phone and call home and check in. I'm 70 years old, and I still call my 91-year-old mother every day. And even more so now that we have this pandemic. But I'd like to tell you a story about an old man who happens to be 70 years old and his dog. So most of you know Berkeley, so I'm including him in this tonight. So I've been sitting at the island in my kitchen, and I have turned that into my desk. It's also the place I eat. It's where I do my Zooming, but it's also where I do my reflecting. Well, over this past year, Berkeley and I have talked about the kind of issues that we have faced at the Gilbert School. I'll bring you back to October. Beautiful fall days. My mind is racing because I had just been presented with a potential $350,000 reduction in our tuition by the Winchester Board of Education. And when I coupled that with the declining enrollment, I did have fears that maybe we would not be finishing the school year. I was worried, but because of all of you out there, every one of you graduates and every other student that's in the underclasses, I just kept on forging forward. It was a challenge. It kept me up at night, but I plunged straight ahead. I plunged into that financial storm, and I was comforted finally, sometime in January, that we would finish the year intact and in our school. Of course, at the time, I did not realize the foreboding of the coronavirus-19. Now, when I sit at my island in my kitchen and witness the unrest in our nation, the protest and the riots, I wonder, was this a result of the virus, or something that is deep-rooted, remaining under the surface, waiting for its opportunity to break forth out of frustration as internal tensions mounted? Coronavirus became an agent that caused us to retreat into our homes. And we actually were provided with a sense that we were in this together. But now we appear so divided. I would reflect on the possibility that this is, and I take this from a person who I find inspirational, so I will give him credit, that maybe we were getting ready to press a reset button and bring a restoration to societal values, peace, healing the rift between people and actually nature, and finding our place and contributing to others through our personal gifts. I still hold on to this thought as I look upon the uproar in our society that actually calls my hope into question. But then I think of you. I think of our graduates about to embark on a new beginning and the challenges that your generation will have to actually recover from what is happening on a world stage. How do you bridge the great fissures that have opened up in our society? Can you restore human dignity? Can we find kindness and caring and make them the mantra in the years of recovery ahead of us? I say that yes. Yes, we can and will. But we must first heal by listening to one another. Open dialogue must be the answer, so we feel empathy towards others and see the role we must play during this crisis and its aftermath. We should not add to the tempest, but find a way to calm the sea of turmoil that surrounds us. In doing so, we will quiet the rising din and allow others the opportunity to think, to heal, and to reflect on ways to deal with the issues that have plagued our society and have been now unearthed. Maybe that is the reset button that has to be pressed. Racism in this nation has to be something that all of us take responsibility to end. It might have taken a catalyst such as George Floyd and his death that caused us to begin to realize that we have much work to do to restore our family, community, nation, and actually the world. Be a part of the solutions and go forth knowing that you can be a person who presses that reset button to be a catalyst of change. Thank you, and have a successful year. Continue your hard work. You're a great group of kids. Congratulations, class of 2020. I know you'll do great things. Congratulations. I'm staying up.
I hope you didn't take my picture.
No. She didn't wipe that. The young lady with the white.
Dr. Serio, I hereby certify that each member of the class of 2020 has met the requirements for graduation set forth by the policies of the W.L. Gilbert School Corporation, and like their predecessors in classes that extend back to 1895, they have richly benefited from a Gilbert School education and are most deserving of receiving a Gilbert diploma. Dr. Serio, the class of 2020.
Mr. Stephen Sedlak, Chair of the W.L. Gilbert School Corporation, the students seated here, clothed in traditional academic regalia, have met the very high standards required to receive a Gilbert diploma. They have worked hard and long to be here and are very worthy of the honor we are about to bestow. Mr. Chairman, as Superintendent and on behalf of the faculty and administration of the Gilbert School, I hereby present the class of 2020 and request that they receive their diplomas.
Dr. Serio, on behalf of the W.L. Gilbert School Corporation, and in accordance with the statutes of the state of Connecticut, and the policies and regulations of the Gilbert School, it is my pleasure and honor to accept the class of 2020 and to bestow upon each member a diploma signifying graduation. Congratulations to you all.
Ms. Deborah Lewis, Associate Principal of the high school, who will be calling each graduate's name. When Ms. Lewis states your name, your diploma will be placed on this table. You pick up the diploma, walk up the stairs, pick up the diploma, walk down the stairs, go over for a photo op. Once you reach the stairs, your mask may be removed and may be removed until after you have your picture taken and then go back to the cars.
So we are elated to be able to celebrate this occasion with you all tonight, given the social circumstances that led us here to this wonderful alternate location of the drive-in. We ask you to kindly hold your applause and beeping until an entire row is called up and receives their diplomas. Then, as they process back to their cars, you may hoot, holler, beep, and make as much noise as you'd like. After the absolute last graduate is called, we will all celebrate in true Gilbert fashion together. So I usually get to say this in the gym, but today I get to say it from the stage. Class of 2020, are you ready to graduate? Okay, here we go. Sydney Elizabeth Kolaski. Mary Ellen Dorothy Marino.
Congratulations, Mariella.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Mary Ellen.
Congratulations. Victoria Madeline Bazzano.
Congratulations to you.
Zachary Michael Bergman.
Congratulations, Zachary.
Congratulations to you.
Lydia Prescott Bird.
Congratulations, Lydia.
Congratulations to you, Lydia.
Emmeline Marguerite Bouchard. Emily Marguerite Bouchard. Emilienne.
Amelia,
Marguerite Bouchard. Third time's the charm.
Congratulations to you.
Elena Dominique Brennan.
congratulations, Elena.
Congratulations.
Jonathan W. Collins.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Congratulations.
Danielle Dow.
Congratulations, Dan.
Is that
Congratulations.
the end of that row? Okay. That's our first row. Jocelyn Sage Ducey.
Congratulations, Jocelyn.
Congratulations to you.
Sydney Dawn Eisenlohr.
Congratulations, Sydney.
Congratulations.
Alexis Catherine Ellis.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
John Benjamin Ellis.
Congratulations, John.
Congratulations.
Kendra Robin Funk.
Congratulations, Kendra.
Congratulations to you.
Haley Alexa Goodard.
Congratulations, Haley.
Congratulations to you.
Kelly Elizabeth Gertowski.
Congratulations, Kelly.
Congratulations.
You need to tell me when the end of the rows are.
Okay. Yeah, it's not in yet.
Byram Gutik.
Congratulations, Carl.
Congratulations, Byron.
Sam H. Hadash.
That's it, Deb. Did you hear me, Deb?
Congratulations, Sam.
Congratulations to you.
And that is our second row. Courtney Elaine Ham.
That's you. Go.
Oh, there she is.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, Courtney.
Isabella Angelina Herskowitz.
Congratulations.
Amira F. Hussein.
Congratulations, Amira.
Amira F. Hussein.
Congratulations to you.
Adam Lee Jaworski.
Congratulations, Adam.
Congratulations.
Mariah Lynn Jennison.
Congratulations, Mariah.
Congratulations to you.
Dylan Russell Keith.
Congratulations, Dylan.
Thank you. Congratulations, sir. Thank you.
Sean Daniel Kinsman.
Congratulations, Sean.
Congratulations to you.
Cheyenne Elizabeth LaFontaine.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Congratulations to you.
Last one after Alexis.
Alexis Nicole Lemire.
Congratulations, Alexis.
Congratulations.
That's our next row. Abigail Morgan Lang.
Congratulations, Abigail.
Congratulations to you.
Haley Grace Leifert.
Congratulations, Haley.
Congratulations.
Jasmine Nicole Lucas.
Congratulations, Jasmine.
Congratulations to you.
Justin Paul Millette.
Congratulations, Justin.
Congratulations, sir.
Alina Janeth Marco.
Congratulations, Alina.
Congratulations.
Annalie Hope Marvin.
Congratulations, Honorary.
Congratulations.
Devin Michael Matthews.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations, sir.
Kyle Robert Matthews.
Congratulations, Kyle.
That's it, Deb.
Congratulations.
That concludes another row. Amanda Nicole Maud.
Congratulations, Amanda.
Congratulations.
Cameron Ryan Merritt.
Congratulations, Cameron.
Congratulations.
Dylan M. Miller.
Congratulations, Dylan.
Congratulations.
Matthew Allen Morosky.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Xavier Moye.
Congratulations, Xavier.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Adriana Marion Maroka.
Congratulations, Adriana.
Congratulations.
Jacob Michael Natisha.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Congratulations.
Mitchell Sevier Niag.
Congratulations, Mitchell.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Eric James O'Meara.
Congratulations, Eric.
Congratulations.
Eleanor Miriam Oaks Rogers.
That's it.
Congratulations, Donna.
Congratulations to you.
That's another row, folks.
It's hot.
Ramses J. Paula De La Cruz.
Congratulations, Ram.
Congratulations.
Adam Thomas Pickard.
Congratulations, Ram.
Congratulations.
Francis D.B. Polero.
Congratulations, Francis.
Congratulations.
Sean Thomas Plord.
Congratulations, Sean. Thank you. Appreciate it.
77.
Robert L. Reed.
Congratulations, Robert.
Congratulations.
Thomas George Reiselman.
Congratulations, Thomas.
Congratulations to you.
Griffin Scott Roberts.
Congratulations, Griffin.
Congratulations.
We have a bit of a pause, so go ahead and cheer if you'd like.
So we'll just add it to the next one.
Yeah. This is Skylar.
Yep. Yeah, Idalis isn't here.
She's not here. Skylar Michael Romero.
Congratulations, Skylar.
Congratulations.
Olivia Nicole Ross.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Carlos Sarmiento de Jesus.
Congratulations, Carlos. Congratulations.
Cassiel Sarach Seidel.
Congratulations, Raphael. Congratulations.
Alexander J.A. Schur.
Congratulations, Alexander. Congratulations to you.
Victoria Senya.
Congratulations, Victoria. Congratulations to you.
Kayla Isabel Sherrod.
Congratulations, Kayla. Congratulations.
Alyssa Renee Schultes.
Congratulations, Melissa. Congratulations.
Savion Isaiah Singh.
Congratulations, Savion. Congratulations.
Jada Angelique Daphne Small.
Congratulations, Jada. Congratulations.
Hunter Thomas Smith.
Congratulations, Hunter. Congratulations. Thank you.
Sean Parsons Smith.
That's the end.
Congratulations, Sean. Congratulations.
That's the end of another row. So it's 2, then it's Ben.
Oh. Sandy, I need my answer.
Charles Everett Spear IV.
Congratulations, Charles. Congratulations.
No.
Alexander James Everett Starzik.
Congratulations, Alexander. Congratulations to you.
1 second.
Zachary Thomas Steves.
Congratulations, Zachary. Congratulations.
Hold on.
At this time, our next graduate will be joining us via FaceTime, so give us a moment.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can.
You can't see us though, huh?
No.
Let's see if the audio is out. Can you see the audio? There he is. Can you see everything?
Yeah.
Okay, listen for your name.
Okay, here we go. Ben L.A. Stetson.
Congratulations.
Okay, you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Congratulations. All right, we have to go on. Well, I'll give you the diploma later.
Kyle France Valikis.
Hold just a sec. Just a sec.
Sorry.
All set?
Sorry, Kyle.
Don't want him to be waiting.
We promise we have one for you, Kyle.
Congratulations to you, man. I know.
Brian James Valegorski.
Congratulations, Brian.
Congratulations.
Taylor L. Vogt.
Congratulations, Taylor.
Congratulations to you.
Yatao Elton Wang.
Congratulations, Taylor.
Congratulations, Elton. Thank you.
Caitlin Elizabeth Matthews.
Congratulations, Caitlin.
Nice job, honey.
Congratulations to you.
And our final graduate of the night, Chenyi Tracy Yao. Okay, let's hear it for the graduates.
Good?
Now, Sid,
I have to call Sid.
all right, how about one more big round of honking, yelling, come on, the Gilbert way. Okay, at this time, I need all graduates to stand. And Valedictorian Sydney Kolaski, please come to the stage.
At this time, tassels will be moved from right to left to signify status from candidate to graduate. Congratulations, class of 2020!
No. You made it. Thank you so much for your patience through these last few months. We appreciate it, and for coming tonight and having your graduation and your children receive their diplomas at a drive-in. Personally, I think it was one of the best we've ever had. Please have a wonderful, safe, and healthy summer, and we will see you back in the fall. Well, maybe not you guys, but somebody. All right.